What's up guys, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel and happy Artsy Fartsy Friday. Today I am going to be coloring my illustration for the CopicColors April challenge, or their April theme. If you guys don't follow Copic Marker on social media, then this is going to be new to you, but for the entire year of 2018 they are releasing kind of monthly colors. They're releasing 3 colors every month, and those are the colors that artists can use if they want to participate in the event, I suppose. It's not really a challenge. I guess you could market it as like a 3-color challenge, but it's a really easy 3-color challenge because they do think the colors through and they give you colors that they know are going to kind of work well together. And this is actually the first month of this year that I have had all 3 colors, which is kind of surprising, right? Because like I have over 200 Copic markers, and for the first 3 months of the year, I was always missing 1 color. So that was kind of frustrating, but regardless, I did still participate in all of the other challenges. I just used my next best color, or the closest color that I had to whichever one was missing. But this month, I actually have all 3 of the official colors, and what's even better is that they're all 3 colors that I really use and love and enjoy pretty regularly. So the colors for this month are E04 Lipstick Natural. I'm not sure if that's still the official name. I know they changed a couple of names, especially in their earth tone range recently. But E04, E41, and E47. So these are 3 beautiful colors. They work very, very well together. E41 is by far one of my most used kind of neutral skin tones for like lighter to kind of more ivory skin tones. It's also just my favorite to like blend things out. I love using it for blonde hair or just any surface that wants that I want to look white, but I don't want to use the white of the paper. It's an incredibly versatile color. E04 is really great for like shading skin tones. It's just a really nice kind of rosy brown color that's really pretty. And E47 is really, really nice. It's a newer marker to my collection. Before that, I was a really big fan of E49, but E47 is just a little bit softer, so I really do enjoy that about it. So anyway, I took a good long look at these colors and I couldn't really think of anything that I wanted to create, but then the idea of creating like a vintage photograph came to mind, and I really liked that idea. The colors from this month really kind of resonated with that, and they looked kind of aged and vintage, so I wanted to kind of play off of that. So I drew this character. She's kind of like maybe a little bit of a pinup inspiration, definitely kind of a flirty retro kind of vibe, and I wanted it to again kind of look like a vintage portrait. So that was kind of what I had in mind throughout the coloring, and then for the actual kind of execution of the colors, I used E04 and E41 in the skin tone, which you kind of see me doing now. I put E04 down first and then kind of soften and diffuse it with the E41 shade. And the E41, I think of it as such a light, kind of barely there color, but when it's kind of used in this way, it really can be like the star of the show. And you can layer it, and you can get lots of kind of different varieties with it. So it was a really versatile color. I used that in the hair as well with E47, and originally I was like, these colors are not going to mesh well. They're in the same like blending family, but they're just on the opposite ends of the spectrum. But you can see on that little scrap piece of paper there off to the left, I actually did test them together to see if they would blend well, and they did. So really no complaints there. They played nicely together, and especially when I kind of did a sandwich thing where I put E41 down, then E47, and then back on top with E41, it just really blended very seamlessly. And I think that the hair has a lot of texture and dimension, so I love that. And then I kind of move on to coloring her hair bow and her outfit, which are really, really straightforward. The hair bow is mostly E47 and E04, actually mostly E04. The E47 is just to add a little bit of a shadow. And then her dress is entirely E47. And I did 2 layers of that just to make sure it was like a nice deep flat color. And then for the bow, I decided to pull in my colorless blender and kind of create like a polka dot pattern, just because I knew I wanted to do the background in E04 as well. So I wanted there to be kind of some differentiation between the bow and the background, because I knew there was going to be some overlap. But once I move on to the background, you can see I kind of just do a very nice flat wash of E04, and I start out by using the brush nib just to get kind of around all those little details, but then I switch to the chisel nib because I just get such a nice even layer with the chisel nib. So even on a smaller piece like this is a 4x6 piece of cardstock, I will use the chisel nib because it just makes coloring larger areas just so quick and effortless. And then once I had all of the background kind of colored down, I went back with my colorless blender again and just created kind of a wallpaper texture with some very simple stripes. And I could have probably used E41 in place of the colorless blender for both of these things. I just tend to reach for the colorless blender because it's there, it's easy, it works a little bit quicker. But if I was swearing by just these 3 colors, I could have used E41 instead. And these are really fun challenges, I have to say. They've been really cool for me to kind of experiment and just get to know my Copic collection a little bit better. I can't wait for the other challenges. I've been going strong doing all of the ones so far this year, and I plan to keep doing them because I thoroughly enjoy them. You can check out the other months that I created over on my Instagram, because I haven't made videos of them because I didn't have all 3 official colors, yada yada yada. Whatever, this video is kind of rambly and drawn out, but we're coming to the end of the video now. You can purchase this original, and you can also purchase prints of this artwork over on my store Envy. Links are down below, and I am still having that promotion going on where if you use the code TRAVEL at checkout, you get 10% off. So be sure you check out the description bar, you guys. There's lots of good and exciting links down there, stuff to my Patreon, to my Redbubble. Lots of new and exciting things are happening over on both of those places, so definitely make sure you're in the loop and just following me everywhere. Just a reminder, my Patreon is free. It is public access, so you don't even have to pledge to get the perks. But that's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye!